Michael, in the build-up to this fantastic game tonight, you've asked your supporters to create a red-hot atmosphere in here tonight. And whilst they can do that with the flags and the music, how much responsibility lies with your players to really take a foothold early in this game and get the crowd going?
Yeah, ultimately in the end it's what happens on the pitch. The boys know that. They're looking forward to the game. You know, we deserve to be here. It's a great opportunity for us. It'll be a tough game, of course it will be, but it's going to take a bit of everything. It's going to take the players, it's going to take the support, it's going to take some good decision making and things to go our way. So yeah, excited to see what happens.
Team news wise tonight, you've had to make changes from the side that faced Aston Villa. Obviously 2 enforced, 2 other ones. What was your tactical thinking, and may we see a change of shape potentially at the back tonight?
We'll have to wait and see. I think football's evolving all the time anyway, and I'm sure they'll come up with little bits where we might have to adapt, they might have to adapt. I think that's you've got to be flexible. Certainly these days in the game and against players like this, you know, we're going to have to be flexible and be ready to adapt. But yeah, we've obviously got our idea and hope the way we can play is to our strengths, and it's up to us to implement that.
Well, the older Middlesbrough fans will remember Mark Schwarzer nights like this from 20 years ago. They haven't had many since then.
No, they haven't, and this is what it's all about, isn't it? As football fans, as players, these moments, enjoying the moments, but also trying to take advantage of it. You know, this is an opportunity for a lot of these players, you know, to play in certainly Middlesbrough players, for playing in a League Cup semi-final in front of a full house is one that they'll remember for a long time.
Full house, the scarves are out, they've got their flags up as well. Middlesbrough and Chelsea, the first English domestic semi-final of the season. And let us head to our commentary team for this one. Andy Hinchcliffe, and first of all, Ian Crocker.
Thank you, Mark. A big cup week at the Riverside Stadium continues. Aston Villa needed a late deflected winner here in the 3rd round of the FA Cup on Saturday. Now for the Carabao Cup, now for Chelsea, now for a semi-final. Michael Carrick has 12 players unavailable. He makes 4 changes from that FA Cup tie against Villa. Long-serving duo Dale Fry and Johnny Howson return, and there are also starts for Matt Crooks and Emmanuel Latela. Matt Clark and Josh Coburn drop to the bench, but Morgan Rogers is suspended and Sam Greenwood is cup-tied. Likewise, new arrival Finn Azaz. Lewis O'Brien makes the bench, though he's been out since September. Mauricio Pochettino also has 12 players unavailable, but Thiago Silva is back in, and he's won his last 17 semi-finals for club and country. Conor Gallagher also returns, and there's a start for Noni Madueke after 2 goals in 3 games. It looks like the outstanding Cole Palmer will be in the number 9 role. Nicolo Mudryk, Armando Broja and Alfie Gilchrist drop to the bench, but they're even a sub short. Middlesbrough are missing a lot of goals from last season, Andy.
Yeah, in the summer they lost last season's top scorers in Akpom and Archer, so their home form, their goal threat here has clearly suffered this season, so taking the lead down to London looks difficult. Matt Crooks could change that. 5 goals, 6 assists so far this season, 2 already in the Carabao Cup. Needs to be clinical if Chelsea give him opportunities. And Chelsea can be got at on their travels. They've lost 4 of the last 5 away games, conceding 12 goals, but they counteract that with the attacking threat that they pose. You can see that they're ranked 3rd in the Premier League for away goals scored. Cole Palmer certainly playing his part. He's dangerous wherever he plays across the front line. He brings goals, he brings assists. He's the game's biggest potential match winner.
Michael Carrick has a 100% record as a manager in this competition. 5 wins out of 5, all away from home. Middlesbrough's first home tie in this competition this season, whereas Chelsea had been drawn at home all the way until this semi-final. This was the first ever competitive match at the Riverside back in 1995, when Brian Robson's Boro beat Glenn Hoddle's Chelsea. The stakes are so very high, the prize is so very big. A cup final beckons, Wembley awaits for Middlesbrough or for Chelsea. fairly recent history of this fixture certainly favours Chelsea. They've won their last 9 encounters with Middlesbrough without even conceding a goal, remarkably. Sam Barrett is the referee. He's going to blow his whistle soon, honest. 47 days from now, one of these teams will be walking out at Wembley Stadium for the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool or Fulham. So close, but it probably feels a long way away at this moment, Andy.
Yeah, Chelsea are favourites for this game, for this tie, but all the pressure is on them. The Boro fans are playing their part. Can the team, Michael Carrick's game plan, work to perfection? It has to do. At the back going forward, got to get everything right to win tonight.
Middlesbrough going with a back three as they did against Aston Villa. And a few changes in personnel, both teams with so many players injured, 24 between them. It's all about the 22 on the pitch, and Latte Lat with a big chance in the opening seconds.
Some disastrous defending here. Not sure what Cole was looking to do, just makes a mess. Is he trying to nod that down for Thiago Silva? Makes a mess of it. Disasi does well to get across and put some pressure on Latte Lat. He gets the ball out of his feet well, the centre forward, but just doesn't really make a clean connection on the strike.
Oh, Disasi's challenge has left him needing treatment.
Latte Lat is always kind of stretching for that ball. He's never going to make clean contact with it. He is under some pressure, but he does have the opportunity to get a better shot in. As I say, he's stretching for it. It's not a clean contact. But again, that's just a warning for Chelsea. Any complacency, any mistakes, they could be in trouble.
The last thing either manager needs is another injury. They've got enough of those, thank you very much, on both sides. Emmanuel Latte Lat has only just returned from injury as a sub against Aston Villa Saturday.
There's a brilliant reaction actually from Disasi to appreciate the mistake has been made, and he gets back around on the cover in behind his centre-half partner in Thiago Silva. Does make contact with Latte Lat, but it's not a foul.
Middlesbrough gifted an early chance, but it didn't turn into an early opener. And had it done so, it would have got even louder here for Michael Carrick in front of a full house at the Riverside.
You do wonder how Chelsea might line up here. It is Cole Palmer playing through the middle. Enzo Fernandez is playing a little bit deeper alongside Caicedo, and it's Conor Gallagher who's been released from that central midfield position to support the attack.
Disasi for Malo Gusto. Chelsea coming into this on the back of 3 straight wins, but both these teams have been rather inconsistent, to say the least, throughout the course of the campaign. Back-to-back defeats coming into this for Middlesbrough, but they created so many chances against Coventry here in their last league match. So the Coventry mind, Sterling trying to sneak that one across, Johnny Howson. And Vandenberg unable to clear it particularly well, but it comes to nothing.
It's good defending from Isaiah Jones, playing as a wing-back for Boro down the right-hand side tonight. He wants to get high up the pitch, get beyond the halfway line, be an attacking threat, but with Raheem Sterling playing down the left for Chelsea, he's going to have to get back and do a lot of defensive work as well.
Well, this is a major concern for Middlesbrough. Latte Lat has gone down once more.
It's the last thing that Michael Carrick wanted, with Rodgers missing, Greenwood ineligible, and Silvera away on international duty. Latte Lat was his only choice, really. Experienced player to play through the middle, and this doesn't look good for him.
Looks like young striker Josh Coburn will replace him.
Yeah, he's on the stretch, he's looking to get the shot in. There's a bit of contact on him as well, just maybe get caught, possibly on the ankle there. But you can see he's looking to see where his shot has gone, so he wasn't getting fouled, his legs weren't taken away from him. There's no real complaints from him when that challenge went in.
Make that 13 injuries for Michael Carrick and Middlesbrough now. One more than Chelsea. As Emmanuel Latte Lat departs inside 5 minutes. And on comes 21-year-old Josh Coburn for his 50th appearance for Middlesbrough. He has scored a few goals lately. One tonight would be most welcome by the majority here on Teesside. Johnny Howson. Dweke. Palmer! An early test for Tom Glover, and predictably it came from Cole Palmer.
Yeah, thankfully for the Boro goalkeeper, it was right at him, but that's the danger. Cole Palmer really poses for Middlesbrough, playing in that central area, in space, on the ball. He's going to look to get key passes away, killer passes away, or get shots in.
Early warning from Cole Palmer. Sterling closing in on Vandenberg. Sassy has let this drop. He's still in control, or is he? Josh Coburn closing in, but Sassy just about hung in there.
He does well to run away from danger. He's looking to try and head this ball back to his goalkeeper. It doesn't bounce anywhere near high enough for him to head it back to his keeper, so then he has to deal with it with his feet. And as well, just to shepherd the ball away to safety. So as it bounces there, he's looking to head it to his goalkeeper, can't do it, but adapts really quickly to clear the danger. This is Cole Palmer, the danger that he poses. He'll step away from the three big centre-halves. He'll get into pockets of space like this. See the way that he strikes, it's bringing the ball back towards the goalkeeper. That's a save that Tom Glover should make.
Engel quickly onto that. Hayden Hackney now. He made his return from injury against Aston Villa in the Cup, as captain as well for the first time, and that meant a lot to the man who Michael Carrick calls the life and soul of Middlesbrough. Hackney. Barlas for Bangura. Now, this is a chance for Middlesbrough! And Chelsea are able to clear it. But a couple of early opportunities to encourage the Boro boys.
And it all starts with Hayden Hackney, ball into him in space, then they get the wing back forward, they use the width of Bangura. I just wonder whether Bangura could have picked out Josh Coburn here with this cross. Actually plays it well in front of Coburn, who actually stepped away from Disasi in space. And they should have done better from that position.
Hint of handball here from Enzo Fernandez, but there's no VAR tonight. There was meant to be in the semi-finals, but Middlesbrough's presence scuppered that.
Yeah, I don't feel his arm is in an unnatural position. He's not moved it towards the ball. It bounced up and hits his arm. Simple as that.
Coburn and Disasi together again. Will there be an opening here for Middlesbrough? They're advancing nicely. Isaiah Jones' pass went astray just a little. Good start though for Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough.
Yeah, they're being brave in possession, stretching the pitch, stretching Chelsea, getting the ball into wide areas, causing them problems. I think Madueke and Sterling in particular have to get back at times into wide defensive positions to help out their fullbacks.
Jones unable to feed Crooks. Thiago Silva with that astonishing record of 17 straight semi-final victories for club and country, although he did well to swerve Germany's 7-1 thumping of Brazil in the World Cup a decade ago. Suspended for that one.
I expected maybe the first 10 minutes for Chelsea to dominate, but it's been Middlesbrough who started really positively, getting the ball forward into the most dangerous area on the pitch, much more than Chelsea so far.
Colwell for Raheem Sterling. Sterling looking to make it happen, away by Fry. Colwell. Sassy now for Thiago Silva. Chelsea spraying the passes around now. Fernandes looking for Sterling, but never out to claim that.
Yeah, there will be spells in the game where Chelsea will clearly dominate the ball, so it's up to Middlesbrough to have that solid defensive shape, back five, midfield four, just Coburn up front, make it really hard for Chelsea to play through them.
Middlesbrough currently in the middle of the Championship table, Chelsea currently in the middle of the Premier League table, but neither aim to stay where they are, in a Wembley final could certainly provide a big lift in the second half of both of their seasons, and he could provide a big lift as well for Middlesbrough, joining from Aston Villa after a successful loan in the first part of the season down at Plymouth.
That's one thing that Middlesbrough really struggle for this season, is that goal threat, real finishers, missing players, key players from last season, so many key attackers missing this evening, so they do need reinforcements, attacking reinforcements, and it's starting to happen. Clever run from Raheem Sterling. He drifted in off that left-hand side. It's a really high line that Middlesbrough are defending with the spacing behind them, and that's what Sterling was looking to exploit there.
Here's Dale Fry. Bangura quickly surrounded, and Madueke is the beneficiary, and it's sliding through to Conor Gallagher, who advance in the box.
A better choice would have been Malo Gusto out on his right hand side, just feed the ball out wide, get a cross in, but that opportunity came from a good Chelsea press on Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough got to be so careful playing out from the back in their own half. They were pressed there, lost the ball, put themselves under pressure.
Not excelling at defending corners in the Championship this season. How will they fare on this one? Will Chelsea have something to offer here? It's going to be another corner for Cole Palmer.
That's a decent ball in. It's difficult for the goalkeeper to get through the traffic and get to the ball. He wants to come and try and deal with this, get gloves on it, punch it clear. Because of the flat trajectory of the ball in, the pace that's on it, so many players in front of Glover. He's nowhere near it.
Cole Palmer. Glover managed to get in front of his own man there. Conor Gallagher on the volley. Well, it was worth a try.
It's ambitious dropping ball like that on the volley. The lack of communication there between goalkeeper and defender. Should maybe just caught that ball in. Another example there, Boro trying to play out from the back. Should really have lost it, possession again.
Mauricio Pochettino took Tottenham to the League Cup final back in 2015, where they lost to Chelsea. Free kick for Noni Madueke. And Cole Palmer standing over this. It's Madueke, though, who was available for the short one. Now Palmer looking for Enzo Fernandez, but Johnny Howson saw that coming.
Well, he read the danger brilliantly. It was clever from Cole Palmer. All the Middlesbrough defenders are set up expecting the ball into the box. He plays the short free kick, gets the ball back, looking to pick out Fernandez, and Howson, using all his experience, read the pass and stepped in.
Sterling on the move for Colwell. Gallagher. Sterling. Colwell. Sassy. Gusto. Chelsea keeping the ball, quietening the crowd a bit.
It's a really solid defensive shape from Middlesbrough, so Chelsea, they have to be patient in possession, try and play quick football, try and move that defensive setup around.
Engel.
And Josh Coburn is a big centre forward, a definite focal point, but the service into him has to be better than that. It's way over his head, no chance of him securing possession and getting his team up the pitch.
Palmer. Madueke's on the move here. Bangura's pretty quick as well, mind. And that's a free kick for Middlesbrough.
This is another worry for Michael Carrick, because Bangura's gone down. Is it a knock? Has he got a whack on the back of his leg, or has he tweaked something? Brilliant defensive reaction, that ball in behind him. Normally Madueke would get onto that, but the speed of Bangura, really impressive. Let's see if he gets a whack. Does he maybe tweak something? Michael Carrick will hope not. This is the problem when you're at full pelt, sprinting after a ball like that. You don't think about possibly getting injured, and that's when injuries can occur, and let's hope he's okay.
Well, he'll be thinking you can't make this up, Michael Carrick. So many injuries coming into the game. He's already lost Emmanuel Lat. And now Alex Bangura requiring treatment.
I suppose Lucas Engel could step into that advanced position. Clearly he's going to be coming off, so Engel could step forward, Matt Clark could come on. Depends how Michael Carrick wants to go at this. Does so well here because Cole Palmer, it's an intelligent forward ball. Madueke is on the move in behind Bangura, does get a nudge. His hand goes to his hamstring straight away as soon as he hits the turf. He knows he's got a problem.
And he certainly provides pace for Middlesbrough, but this doesn't look great for Bangura. Will Michael Carrick be forced into a second change already?
There's a lot of young players on that Middlesbrough bench, so whether Michael Carrick thinks about Matt Clark, he's more experienced. Is he the most likely player to come on?
An injury that has been severely, a season that has been severely disrupted by injuries, that way round. Looks like it's taken another turn for the worse here for Middlesbrough, and it will be Matt Clark coming on. So we should see Lucas Engel go to that wing-back role, but this is unreal really, for all the issues they've had with injuries, to lose two players in with not even 20 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, you can have a game plan, you can work with the players during the week, and suddenly you get an injury to Lat. Now Bangura, it's a nightmare for him, but he's got players who can step in. It's about whether those players can adapt quickly to what's been asked of them.
And Matt Clark, by the way, was out injured for a year and only recently returned to action. They're wary of playing him in consecutive games because of that, but he's going to get a fair chunk of this game.
He wasn't exactly ready to come on either, was he?
Emmanuel Silla off injured. Alex Bangura off injured. Middlesbrough are 14-12 up on injuries against Chelsea. Second change already for Middlesbrough. Engel now in that wing-back role. Clark alongside the long-serving Dale Fry, local boy. Clark, Engel. Still been offside flag against Coburn.
It's proving difficult to get Josh Coburn involved in the game, playing out for the back, get it up to your central striker, get him on the ball, hold defenders off. That just enables you as a team to get into the Chelsea half.
Thiago Silva. Gusto. Chelsea have quelled Middlesbrough's bright start for the most part. Fernandez, Colwell, Sterling. Stopped in his tracks by Engel. Drake doing his best to win that back, and it is a Chelsea throw.
Yeah, apart from that shot from Cole Palmer, it's been fairly comfortable defensively so far for Middlesbrough.
Conceded foul by Hackney.
What Middlesbrough are doing well is whether it's a back four or back five, they're keeping Chelsea playing across the face of them. So they're not committing themselves, they're not stepping out of position, trying to win the ball back too early, then they can get picked off. A lot of defensive discipline going on.
Colwell for Gallagher. Raheem Sterling, a four-time League Cup winner with Manchester City. Sterling's cross there goes neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's a poor ball and there's no run from Madueke. Apart from that, it was perfect.
Amazingly, Raheem Sterling hasn't scored in his last 20 semi-finals for club and country after scoring in his very first one.
He needs to have a word with Thiago Silva, doesn't he?
In towards Crooks, and now Jones. He will happily accept the throw. Howson, Crooks, Hackney, Fernandez, Gusto just escaping from Engel. Coburn moves in, and it's certainly a presence that Chelsea will know about. Madueke. Colwell for Gallagher. Johnny Howson moved in on his opposing captain there. On by Engel. Gallagher almost gave Crooks encouragement. Sterling. It's out of Madueke's reach.
And if he'd been able to control that, Boro could have been in trouble. There's got to be good communication between Engel and Clark. Not easy with Clark just coming on, but they have to work together. You see Chelsea clearly dominating the ball. Far more passes in Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough just sitting at times deep, allowing Chelsea to have the ball, but it's whether Chelsea can create things with that amount of possession so far. Really struggling to lay a glove on Middlesbrough.
Crooks. Howson. Favourably for Isaiah Jones. Sterling. Tripped by Barlasa. Malo Gusto. Lost his way somewhat. Found his way again, briefly. Win 2-0 here in an FA Cup tie less than 2 years ago, but such is the fast-moving world of football and Chelsea at the moment that only 2 players involved that day are involved tonight. Thiago Silva and Marcus Bertinelli on the bench. All the changes.
There, you've got to get your passes right, but the team is banking up defensively. Caicedo there, that's a simple pass he should be making. To knock it out of play from there, it's really poor. I'm going to appreciate Chelsea, what they're up against there defensively, and just be a lot sharper with their passing.
Colwell. Thiago Silva. Gusto. Madueke showing some urgency here. Oh, he's still going! And Dale Fry eventually blocked his route. Corner.
That's really good footwork, good balance, tentative defending. Matt Clark in particular looks worried to try and win this ball back. Sticks out a foot. Not once but twice, so I think that's an area Chelsea down the right hand side with Madueke and Gusto breaking forward. They've got to try and get at Engel and Clark as much as possible.
Sterling available for the short corner from Palmer. Sterling's cross blocked by Engel. Palmer left Coburn on his backside. Now that's an exquisite cross. And it's just flicked over by Colwell.
Yeah, the angle of the ball in, the pace that's on it is ideal for an attacker. All you're looking to do is get, you know, the merest of touches, just redirect this more than anything else. Just try and maybe help it on its way. Just let it skid across your forehead. It's too much head on it.
Free kick from Middlesbrough. Given away by Colwell on Isaiah Jones, and it's going to be a yellow card as well for Levi Colwell.
Isaiah Jones can be a really dangerous attacking player. He's quick, he's dynamic. It's just that slip from Colwell, that's the problem. Once he slips, he knows he's in trouble and just takes out Isaiah Jones. It's a pretty obvious one. It's not going to be easy for Middlesbrough. They're going to be starved of possession, but when they get it, if they can get the ball out to Isaiah Jones and get him high up the pitch down that right-hand side, things can happen.
And Barlaser over this. Middlesbrough eager to make the most of such set-piece scenarios. Half an hour played. Barlaser. Now Crooks. Chelsea looking for a break. Drake, though, couldn't get there ahead of Engel.
Yeah, the counter-attack was on because Middlesbrough had sent plenty of players forward for the set piece. Engel did well, back into a good defensive position very quickly.
Here's Johnny Howson. Oh, that's a terrible mistake from Howson, and Cole Palmer puts it wide. Well, the mistake coming from Howson was a big surprise. The miss from Cole Palmer, likewise.
Oh, this is a massive let-off. You know, Chelsea, when they've had the ball, have struggled to create anything. They're gifted the ball here. He reads it ever so well, Cole Palmer, sets himself up, just trying to drift it in to that right-hand post. It's a major surprise, he's missed the target there.
Hackney is onto this meantime. He had to take it early, and he dragged it wide.
Well, the game just starting to open up. Malo Gusto does well to get round on the cover actually here, but Hayden Hackney has to take the shot on early because the defender's round on the cover. He can't run into the penalty area then take the shot on. Has to take it early and just miscues it.
A huge let-off. Middlesbrough, though, Johnny Howson, a relieved man. The last man, really, that you want to send a pass to in those circumstances, but Cole Palmer unusually unable to benefit.
Is it going to be one of those nights for Chelsea? That is just a golden opportunity. I'm amazed he's put it past the post.
The Middlesbrough fans were certainly fearing the worst, and the Chelsea fans were probably expecting the best. Gusto. Palmer. Sterling. Confronted by Isaiah Jones. Enzo Fernandez over towards Noni Madueke. Popped out by Lucas Engel.
I just wonder how important this miss could prove to be, but Johnny Howson, vastly experienced. That is such a poor pass. I just wonder with Cole Palmer on his left foot, is he looking to maybe catch the goalkeeper out? Normally you're trying to roll this to the goalkeeper's right. He just kind of changes the angle, tries to whip it in to the keeper's left, but of course you've got to hit the target to beat the keeper.
By his very high standards this season, that is some miss from Cole Palmer, but he'll be coming back for more, you suspect. Oh, Engel with another one that looks a bit loose. Conor Gallagher from Middlesbrough, living dangerously.
They have to learn their lesson. Time after time, they're trying to play in their own half, giving the ball away needlessly, carelessly. And they're lucky to still be, at 0-0 because they keep doing this. It's what Michael Carrick wants. He wants them to play in their own half, but incredibly risky against this team. And there's the problem. It's admirable. They want to play good football right from their goalkeeper up the pitch, but the press is on from Chelsea.
They're making it interesting. It's another stray pass, but it comes back to Coburn, although there's been a foul by Howson.
Yeah, I'm not sure interesting is how the Boro fans would describe it, playing out from the back and getting caught out time and time again. Johnny Howson just leaves his left leg there to catch Fernandez. Clear foul.
Madueke up against Engel, he's away from him. Trying to slip it through for Palmer, and Dale Fry puts it away for another Chelsea corner.
Yeah, this is what Chelsea got to continue to do, get Madueke on the ball in between Engel and Clark. It's causing so many problems.
Cole Palmer to ask the question again, but Middlesbrough were forming a queue to clear that. Madueke, will he test them again? Goal kick on this occasion. Acedo was lurking. Here by Colwell. Looked like it went out, and it did. Tomorrow night, it's the other semi-final. It's Liverpool against Fulham, the first leg from Anfield, 7 o'clock on Sky Sports Football. Barlaser with a quick switch here. And Jones. He's in. And he's snuck it across to Hayden Hackney! That is the way to stoke a semi-final. There's a lot to like about that for Middlesbrough. They have the lead over Chelsea.
Well, Chelsea have dominated the game, had bags of possession, lots and lots of passes. They've had the major chance in the game before the goal with Cole Palmer. He didn't take it, and it's a quite brilliantly crafted goal. The way that Dan Barlaser turns Chelsea around. I mentioned Isaiah Jones, the problems he can cause with his direct running and his pace. That is a brilliant forward ball over the top. It's a high defensive line from Chelsea. That gets Jones in, and then he does so well to keep his composure. And Hayden Hackney supporting the attack from midfield. He could just stand and watch, expect Isaiah Jones to do something himself, or Coburn maybe to get the goal. He doesn't, supports the play and lets that ball run across his body quite brilliantly. Real composure from Hackney breaking forward, brilliant finish. It was a game where it looked like Chelsea were going to get the opening goal, should have maybe got it through Cole Palmer. Michael Carrick, he should well celebrate. It's a beautifully crafted goal for Middlesbrough.
Well, one Middlesbrough fan, Hayden Hackney, just made a whole lot of others very, very happy. And now here's Coburn. They couldn't score again, could they? Coburn and Malo Gusto did enough to knock him out of his stride.
Well, Chelsea need to clear their heads here because they've been shocked by conceding that goal. That is such a poor pass from Gusto again. Poor passing. It's a simple pass to make. Get it wrong, you pile pressure on your team. I think there is some contact there, but he's not taking Coburn out by any means, so it's not a penalty.
Well, Middlesbrough have lost 2 players to injury in this first half. Cole Palmer missed a certain sitter by his standards, and then Middlesbrough go and score. Football, eh? As somebody once said.
It just shows you don't have to make 20, 30 passes to score a goal. That ball that turns Chelsea around, one simple quality ball like that, and suddenly you're breaking forward and scoring.
Here is Isaiah Jones, who played a prominent part in that goal, and he's now picked out Matt Crooks. Listen to the noise now, down by the riverside. Acedo moved in. Palmer waits for support. It arrives from Noni Madueke. Another wild effort from him.
That's just a wild swipe at the ball. There's no control there, no composure. But again, Middlesbrough playing in their own half, giving the ball away, inviting Chelsea on. But it'll be he'll be furious, really. The attacking play hasn't been good enough. Cole Palmer should have scored, and they've been caught out, badly caught out defensively for the Middlesbrough goal.
Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough have the lead over Chelsea. A long way to go in this semi-final, but you have to savour the moments that matter. The second leg is in a fortnight's time at Stamford Bridge. Just over 5 minutes after Cole Palmer's miss, Aidan Hackney did not miss.
Yeah, you've got to give Middlesbrough a huge amount of credit for their game plan, for their character, really. So many key players missing away for different reasons. You know, 2 enforced changes tonight, they've been incredible.
Engel now for Coburn. Hackney. Left side flag, and almost went up there actually. The linesman had a change of mind. Engel now ready to send a really inviting cross in, but Colwell easily able to steer it away. Middlesbrough hungry now. Engel blocked by Gusto.
The early cross from Engel was an absolute beauty. Isaiah Jones is stood watching Levi Colwood. He should be steaming in at the far post, anticipating that Engel's going to whip a decent ball in.
Middlesbrough, a goal to the good. Palmer, could have been a different story, and he put his chance away. Sterling and Gallagher linking up, but Matt Crooks moved in. Isaiah Jones is going to fancy a bit of this with Levi Colwell, who also fancied it in fairness.
Cole's got to be really careful on the yellow card, of course, so for Middlesbrough, keep getting the ball out to Isaiah Jones. He'll do what he always does, get the ball out of his feet. There's that pace, that dynamism that he has. You're up against a defender on a yellow card, you've got to keep testing him.
Matt Clark gets it back from Howson. Gallagher closed in quickly on him, and Middlesbrough had a couple of moments like that. Howson. Madueke. Caicedo, Fernandez for Sterling. And away by Fry. And Coburn's been fast out of the way there. That's a free kick that Middlesbrough will happily accept off Disasi.
Yeah, that's really good work by Coburn. Just that foul just releases the pressure, moves him up the pitch.
Well, it's a happy birthday so far for Steve Gibson. 30 years after he became Middlesbrough chairman, 20 years after Middlesbrough won this competition, their only major trophy. But because of the injuries for Middlesbrough in that first half, we think there might be an extra 6 minutes in this first half. Hackney. Sterling. Gallagher. Can Chelsea respond before the break? Not like that. Coburn. Hackney. No foul by Caicedo. Palmer. Well, he was heading nowhere fast. And here's the man of the moment, Hayden Hackney again. Crooks. Barlasser. Showed too much of that to Fernandez. Drake has little support at the moment. He also has Engel to contend with. And he did keep it in. Not that that mattered. 6 extra minutes confirmed in this first half.
Providence were in possession in their own half, have lived a little bit dangerously, but Isaiah Jones, Hayden Hackney, been absolutely outstanding. The amount of work that they're doing on and off the ball for the team is brilliant.
Nelson. Hayden Hackney, the first Middlesbrough player to score against Chelsea since Mark Viduka here back in 2006. That was also their last win against Chelsea. They've dominated these meetings since with 9 straight wins, but we're going to have to work for 10 out of 10.
Hackney's finish was absolutely outstanding. Consider he's really got full pelt, he's supporting the play, the composure he shows to allow that ball to drift across his body, finish it in exactly the way that he needs to do, doesn't panic. It's a brilliant end to a brilliant move.
Enzo Fernandez. Sterling. Can Middlesbrough see this half out? Or will Chelsea respond? Fernandez. Caicedo, it's set up to hit it! Oh, and it fizzed just wide.
Oh, he catches it cleanly. Tom Glover looked worried. How far wide of the post this is, we'll see here, but I think Middlesbrough will be fairly happy that Chelsea are taking shots on from range, but this isn't that far away. This is what Chelsea have got to do, mix up their attacking play, get shots from distance at times, get it out wide, get crosses in, try and play through the middle of that Middlesbrough defence as well, mix up their attacking game, cause more problems.
Mauricio Pochettino has lost his last 4 semi-finals against English teams. Gusto. Pedroike gets it back from Palmer. Now Sterling, Chelsea probing. Fernandez! Oh, mistake from Glover! And Cole Palmer misses again! What's happening here with Cole Palmer? Onside as well, over and out!
It's incredible because he seems to anticipate the mistake. He's set himself just to side foot this ball home and incredibly gets underneath it. But this is poor from Tom Glover. No, it's maybe slightly wet ball, slippy ball, but you should be catching this comfortably. Should be dealing with it, he doesn't. And as I say, Palmer, he's not surprised by the ball coming back at him, he's set up. He should just be tucking that home. And again, he's missed the target.
Hands on head again from Cole Palmer, 2 almighty misses. Goldenberg sliding in there. Well, you'd have expected him to have put both of them away, but if at first you don't succeed, and he certainly will be trying again.
Yes, he's testing his mental strength. He's doing a lot right. He's getting into goal-scoring positions, but it's just a surprise. The opportunities he's had, a player of his quality should be scoring at least one of them.
Cole Palmer's in this time though, steadies himself, and Glover makes the save, and again as it bounced back off Howson.
Well, once again, Cole Palmer does all the hard work, gets himself into a good position. When he checks onto his left foot, Matt Clark is nowhere near him. He's ball watching Clark initially. He's just got to keep this ball away from Tom Glover's right hand. He strikes it pretty much at the goalkeeper. Again, it's a save he should make. As I mentioned before, a player of his quality should be tucking this home. Could have had a hat-trick, Cole Palmer should have had a hat-trick.
A minute remained in this first half, which has developed into quite a story. Hits and misses. Misses for Cole Palmer, of all people.
Yeah, I mentioned when he missed that first chance, was it going to be one of those nights for Chelsea when good opportunities are going to come along and they're not going to take them, and that's exactly the story really this first half. Given a relatively cheap goal away, credit Middlesbrough for the way it came about through Hackney, but Chelsea should be at least 2 goals to the good.
Chelsea creating the chances, but not taking them. As this first half draws to a close, will there be one more opportunity? Gusto to whip this in. And it is half-time. Well, he could have had a hat-trick, and the way he's played this season, you wouldn't have been surprised if it happened. But what was surprising was that he missed 3 glaring chances, and local boy Hayden Hackney benefited from Isaiah Jones's pace to put Boro in front. The Riverside Stadium is officially buzzing. Half-time, Middlesbrough 1, Chelsea 0.
Google Pixel 8 sponsors the Carabao Cup on Sky Sports.
Half-time so far. Super Sunday, 2 games this weekend. Everton against Aston Villa, first up from 1 o'clock, and then from Old Trafford, Manchester United against Tottenham. If there's a positive for Chelsea, it is that they have had chances. They just haven't been taken. Most of them have fallen to Cole Palmer. Can they create some more in the second half? See you in a couple of minutes.
We're BetMGM, and we know how to put on a show. We're here in the UK to make every game an occasion. We don't just do offers, we do golden offers like this. Sign up to BetMGM, bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. Get ready for the golden era in sports betting. BetMGM, it's showtime.
They are back out and ready to go for the second half, so let's rejoin Andy in here.
And it's Cole Palmer who will start the second half for Chelsea, having squandered their big moments in that half, but they have been created at least, and there's every chance that more will come his way. But Hayden Hackney showed him and Chelsea how to do it with the opening goal of this Carabao Cup semi-final. Still a second half to come, still a second leg to come, but a few Middlesbrough fans might as well be dreaming, why not, even at this stage. Middlesbrough losing 2 players to injury in that first half, the pacey Alex Bangora and striker Emmanuel Latte, who only lasted a few minutes, and that's 14 players injured for them now, 2 more than Chelsea.
Yeah, they don't expect Michael Carrick to change his game plan in this second half, to sit fairly deep defensively, try and soak up the pressure, contain Chelsea. And Chelsea had the chances clear in that first half, didn't take them. Middlesbrough rode their luck. Will the second half be any different for them?
Thiago Silva. Fernandez for Palmer. Matt Clark got his body in the way. Isaiah Jones. Let's come off him. Berg. Josh Coburn, who came on for latte lap, but he's lost it there. Gallagher. Gusto and Madueke over on that side for Chelsea. Disasi, precise pass. Conor Gallagher just couldn't keep it. Conceded. Madueke. Dale Fry sending that away, not once, but twice. Chelsea sticking in the Middlesbrough half.
Yeah, Middlesbrough defending with that back four, keeping Isaiah Jones in midfield as high up the pitch as they possibly can, looking to break on the counter-attack as they did so effectively for the goal.
There's Matt Crooks. It was won back by Barlasa. Now Jones again. Few trying to catch up here, but they have done now, including Coburn, who flung his body towards it. No way out for Raheem Sterling.
Great piece of defending from Disasi, but I just mentioned Isaiah Jones, why they're playing him. Michael Carrick's playing him slightly higher up in midfield is to get him in the kind of position we saw there, high up the pitch, taking defenders on, getting a really good cross in.
So the position we saw him for the goal. Here is Jones once more. Turned away by Disasi.
Yeah, it would be very easy for Michael Carrick and Isaiah Jones just to sit really deep, play as part of a back five, sit as virtually a second right back, but just by playing him in midfield slightly further up the pitch just gives you the option to get from back to front really quickly.
Madueke was late. Housen. So far so good for Michael Carrick, who won the League Cup a couple of times with Manchester United. He was actually a caretaker manager of United for a game against Chelsea as well back in 2021. That was a 1-1 draw. Chelsea and Coburn with a 50-50. Gallagher for Palmer. Sterling. Isaiah Jones again. Stopped by Colwill that time. In the air by Hackney. Clark came out. Sharp. Barlasa. That's a free kick.
Yeah, he was fouled, but there was an opportunity maybe to just release a pass for Josh Coburn, who made a good run in behind the Chelsea defence. He didn't see the run, didn't see the pass. He was eventually fouled, so at least Middlesbrough keep the ball. It's a good run off the ball here from Coburn. Watch his reaction when the ball breaks. He's making a run in behind. Thiago Silva has stepped up. If that ball had been played in, Coburn could have been into acres of space.
Dan Barlasa over this. Middlesbrough seeking a second. Dale Fry almost keeping it alive. Middlesbrough not really making the most of that, and now here is Enzo Fernandez. Hudson having a nibble. Gallagher. Okay. Enzo Fernandez. Sterling. Colwell. Sterling. Fernandez. Oh, it's a decent cross in that. And Madueke's header plucked out of the air by Glover.
That's not an easy chance for Madueke, but better from Chelsea. Just sharpening things up, give and go. From Raheem Sterling, just moves Middlesbrough around defensively. That enables Fernandez to get a decent-ish ball in. Madueke does well to attack it, but there's not enough pace on it. The direction's not there. Again, Glover should save it.
Good spell for Chelsea. Can they make it count? Madueke again. Palmer close by. It's actually Sterling almost got there until Johnny Howson pounced to send that a long way away. Mauricio Pochettino, like Michael Carrick, so short of players, only naming 8 subs today, 2 of them goalkeepers, and Carlo Mudryk and Armando Broja are probably the most likely to come on. But it's been a decent start to the second half for them. Sassi has picked out Sterling. Fernandez. Hansen keeping a close eye on him. Madueke showing some real urgency here. Got to that byline, but overhit the cross.
As expected, it's really positive start to the second half from Chelsea. Lots of possession, getting the ball into the Boro half. It's just whether they can provide that attacking quality they need to get the equaliser.
Sassi is going to take this on. Well, he shouldn't have done.
Yeah, I think for Michael Carrick, he'll be delighted with that. A centre-half shooting from, what, 30-odd yards? That shows that your team defensively have got their shape absolutely right, because you're forcing Chelsea to do things they wouldn't normally do.
Armando Broja may well play a part in this semi-final. Likewise, Mykhailo Mudryk, but Mauricio Pochettino's team are asking questions at the start of this half. But can they find a way to goal? The crucial bit. Conor Gallagher spun away from Barlaser. Fernandez now, and here is Sterling. This could be a big opening for Chelsea. And again, it might not be.
That's how quickly Boro get bodies back, gets into good defensive positions, just sheer strength in numbers.
Crooks looking for Isaiah Jones, but Thiago Silva has dealt with a few of those in his time. Advantage played.
You see the difference when Chelsea sharpen up their attacking play with Gallagher, with Fernandez, with Sterling. Like a different team going forward when they do that.
His cross is going nowhere fast.
Another example of a lack of attacking quality. He's just put his head down, knocked the ball into an area without even looking up. There's nobody in there for him.
Teams did meet in a League Cup final back in 1998, a year after they met in an FA Cup final, and Roberto Di Matteo was the key figure in a couple of Chelsea wins. Quite quickly a key figure in the FA Cup final version. Gallagher. Badwicki. By Gusto, as Badwicki struggled to bring it under control. Not that it was an easy one.
The mistake was initially Madueke's, and then eventually Malo Gusto has to foul his man because of that initial error.
Coburn is offside.
As we saw with the goal, Middlesbrough, the best route to goal is turning Chelsea around. They're pushing their full-backs on, convincing loads of bodies into that Middlesbrough half, so Middlesbrough can, as they did with Balasset, get that ball in behind them and get runners like Coburn and Jones onto the ball. They could get a second.
Palmer. Mudryk and Breuer are warming up for Chelsea. Sterling. Sterling made room for the cross. Admirably dealt with by Matt Clark, although he was probably the favourite.
He was the favourite, but he was brave because he's backpedaling. He's only got eyes on the ball. Madueke's coming in at that far post. That could have been a painful one for the defender.
Chelsea going for it at the start of this second half. Having squandered chances in the first. Matt Crooks pinches it for Middlesbrough though. Gallagher's got the better of Vandenberg and set it up here for Fernandez. Caicedo. Gusto. Come on, Boro, was the cry around the riverside. To retain their focus here. Gallagher with a cross, but Glover gets his gloves on that.
Yeah, the keeper's always going to be favourite. Decent run off the ball from Cole Palmer, but there's so much flight on the ball. Keeper has to come off his line and deal with it. He does that effectively.
Well, as we approach the hour mark, Middlesbrough retain their advantage in this Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. Disasi, Palmer, Hackney now, with Engel. Not only to clear that, but he's actually found Coburn. He had a bit of work to do. Did it? Balasset. Engel. Cannoned off Badwicki, and that benefited Caicedo. Caicedo was in the Brighton team that won 5-1 here last season in the FA Cup. So was Levi Colwell, who was on loan there. Caicedo, Fernandez, Badwicki. Gallagher, he found a way through, and it goes just wide. Conor Gallagher with a big chance to level it.
It's not an easy chance though, is it? The ball has really fizzed at him. He does well to control it, get out of his feet and get any kind of goal-bound shot away. A lot of pressure from Dale Fry, just gets wrapped around it a little bit too much. We're starting to see Fernandez break forward, Conor Gallagher break into the box as well, so the threat is clearly growing, and Pochettino making attacking changes, looking to strike while the iron's hot.
Yep, we think it will be Noni Madueke and Enzo Fernandez to come off. Pochettino has seen enough, as most managers have, around the hour mark in games when they are losing. Sterling. Away by Clark. And then by Barlasser. It's come back to Raheem Sterling. Sterling. Caicedo. Madueke left himself with lots to do. But Chelsea will come again. Madueke about to be replaced. Gallagher, not to score this season, but had an opportunity there. Armando Broja started the last 2 games. This one against Preston in the FA Cup. Chelsea scored all 4 goals in that game in the second half. Madueke's game is over. Likewise, Fernandez and Mikhailo Mudryk will come on. He scored that 92nd minute equaliser against Newcastle in the quarter-finals when Chelsea were so close to going out, so close to tonight being Middlesbrough against Newcastle so soon after Sunderland Newcastle.
Yeah, Conor Gallagher should drop a little bit deeper into midfield alongside Caicedo and change of flank for Sterling. Cole Palmer will play in behind Broja.
Can Broja or Mudryk provide a clinical touch for Chelsea? Clark starting it on Sterling, but he survived that. Away by Dale Fry. Augusto's cross. Crooks now. No way even across the halfway line for Middlesbrough at the moment. Gallagher. Augusto. Colwell. Disasi. Middlesbrough standing firm at the moment. Chelsea aiming to change that ASAP. Augusto. Palmer. Thiago Silva. Caicedo. Disasi. Still in on that side now. To be patient as they pursue an equaliser. Caicedo. Augusto. Disasi. Caicedo's cross. Isaiah Jones happy to let that one fly away.
I think Middlesbrough are coping pretty well with all this Chelsea possession and pressure, but just not really getting up the pitch when they get the ball back, Middlesbrough. And just really struggling to get up to the halfway line and just get some respite, relieve some of the pressure that they're under, but the game carries on like this and they win it 1-0. They won't be concerned.
Crooks, and now Isaiah Jones. Will there be an opening for Middlesbrough here? Crooks wants it back. It's gone behind him. Engel. Crooks. Hackney.
Once again, Isaiah Jones causing so many problems for Chelsea. Committing so many bodies up the pitch the away side here. There's acres of space for Jones to break into. He's looking to try and pick out Crooks at the far post there, but Disasi's done well to cut off that pass for Jones.
There's a corner now. has lifted Middlesbrough spirits. Second half that was belonging to Chelsea, but what an opportunity here to go 2-0 up.
It's good to see all the Middlesbrough centre-halves, all the big lads piling forward, looking for that second goal.
The Riverside Stadium waits for Barlas's corner. Vandenberg not allowed to get near it. Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough hanging on in there at the moment.
He's got a lot of young players on his bench. He might want to freshen things up, but I'm convinced he's probably going to stay with the players he's got out there for as long as he possibly can, because so far it's working.
Gusto. Now Middlesbrough surging forward with Hayden Hackney. Crooks alongside. Hackney. And Barlasser with a big strike.
I just wonder whether Isaiah Jones slightly puts Barlasser off here, but the last few attacks from Middlesbrough, they look really threatening. Just when there's a lack of communication between the two Boro players, that Jones slightly gets in Barlasser's way from that range under no pressure. Should be doing a bit better.
There's an issue here for Gusto.
Maybe you've got to give Middlesbrough a huge amount of credit for the way that they're breaking forward after doing so much defending. He just gets caught on the foot there with the sliding challenge. After thinking too much in that Crooks is clearly trying to play the ball. Referee in a good position to spot. Wasn't too much wrong with it, but Middlesbrough doing so much defending, being forced to do so much defending, but when they can break forward, they do in numbers. Really impressive.
And here's the evidence.
Yeah, 3 meaningful touches. Middlesbrough are ahead, Chelsea behind. The ball forward. A decent cross from Isaiah Jones, and then Hayden Hackney running away from Caicedo and just appreciating what he needs to do to finish this chance. There's pace on the ball, but letting it come across your body, your timing has to be spot on, and his was.
Middlesbrough fan who came up through the youth system. Only touch in the Chelsea box was his goal. He made his first appearance since November in the FA Cup against Aston Villa, and they made him captain, which was the stuff of dreams for him. Minutes for Chelsea to respond. It's all been so well organised, but Chelsea need to find a way. Quickly on his feet to receive this. Barlasser for Coburn. Oh, a stumble from Thiago Silva. Coburn now. Thiago Silva's back to track him. And Thiago Silva sorted it out in the end, as he often does.
And once again for Middlesbrough on the counter-attack. Looks like something could happen. I wonder whether Coburn could have released a pass for Matt Crooks. Does he think maybe Crooks is offside? He's just got his head down, he's not really seen his strike partner there, and just runs down a cul-de-sac.
Gusto. Caicedo. Disasi. Gusto whipping that one in. Sterling. Mudryk. Straight at Glover, although it wasn't a comfortable save.
It's a decent opportunity. Mudryk's under no pressure. He's in space. The layoff is decent. Should be keeping this away from the goalkeeper. It's pretty much straight at him. Slightly nervous handling once again though from Tom Glover, because the rain's been coming down. The ball's going to be a bit greasy. That should be a comfortable catch.
Got away with a fumble in the first half when Cole Palmer missed. Thiago Silva. Caicedo for Gallagher. Chelsea on the move again. Mudryk. Tommy Howson involved, unsurprisingly, for Middlesbrough. Caicedo got in front of Coburn. Chelsea huffing and puffing. Search for a goal. No foul. And here comes Mudryk. Vandenberg stopped it. Isaiah Jones, Levi Colwell both going full pelt far.
Mauricio Pochettino can't be happy with this. His team completely dominated the ball, but to have just 4 shots with that amount of possession, just 2 on target, it's not enough for a team of this quality.
Palmer for Gallagher. Mudryk. Middlesbrough defending admirably, but Palmer and Gusto could yet make it happen here. Another cross blocked. Chelsea having a right good go in their quest for an equaliser, but they need a killer touch. Sterling looking to provide it, but called it away from its intended target.
Yeah, Middlesbrough just starting to get deeper and deeper on the edge of their own penalty area, looking slightly tired, a bit laboured. Too easy for Raheem Sterling just to open the angle up for himself. Again, how many times have I said this? Should be doing better.
It's proving to be quite a shift, quite a struggle to find an equaliser for Mauricio Pochettino's Chelsea.
Of course, it could have been a different story. Cole Palmer scores 2 or 3 of those chances he had in the first half. It would be a comfortable second half, but because they missed those chances, they're under pressure to get an equaliser.
Chelsea were well beaten at Newcastle on their last visit to the northeast. Up on Tyneside, very much in this game on Teesside, but still 1-0 to Middlesbrough. Royer, Palmer. It's away by Dale Fry. Hackney, Coburn, just couldn't find Crooks. Conor Gallagher. Mudryk. Howson. Only cleared to Colwell. Disasi. Royer, Palmer. Engel challenges Gusto. Goal kick. Chelsea 5 times winners of the League Cup. Only Manchester United, Manchester City and Liverpool have won it more often.
Breuer there being sent on to try and change the course of this game, but he's making run after run, but he's had, I think, only 5 touches of the ball so far. He's been on for nearly a quarter of an hour. Need to try and get more out of him, but again, you've got to credit Middlesbrough defensively, the centre-half doing the job on him.
Gusto. Sassi. Breuer. Quickly surrounded. Casido, likewise. Gallagher. Gusto. Palmer. Stumbled, wanted a free kick line. Maybe Hackney. Challenged by Casido. But it is a Middlesbrough throw. Middlesbrough fans cranking up the noise at the Riverside. It's come off. Jones. Sassi. Breuer for Palmer. Mudryk, the intended target for Colwell, but Middlesbrough saw that coming. They put so much into their FA Cup tie here against Aston Villa, so much into this Carabao Cup tie tonight. Needed a hugely deflected goal to see them off late on. Isaiah Jones. There's Tom Glover to clear. Palmer. Chelsea fairly relentless, but they needed a glimpse of goal here. Not even Sterling is getting to that.
Yeah, for Middlesbrough, physically they've worked so hard, mentally their concentration absolutely key from here on in. Any lapse, they're up against Premier League quality here, so any drop in concentration levels and they could be punished.
This year's final will be Middlesbrough or Chelsea against Liverpool or Fulham, who meet tomorrow in the first leg at Anfield, and you can see that from 7 o'clock on Sky Sports Football. Into the final 10 minutes. Palmer. Mudryk. Breuer. Breuer's cross, evading Sterling and slithering away for a goal kick.
It's the first time really Breuer has caused a problem defensively for Middlesbrough. Does the right thing, attacks his man, whips the ball across the 6-yard box. It's a whisker away from Raheem Sterling, who's maybe slightly caught on his heels. He's got the drop on Engel at the far post. Just hasn't stepped forward quickly enough.
Chelsea have won 6 of their last 8 semi-finals in this competition. They've lost a couple of finals since they last won it in 2015. Middlesbrough fancying a second if they can manage the odd counter. Chelsea have actually scored a few stoppage time goals this season though, including in the quarter-final against Newcastle, of course. Gusto's cross is cleared by Clark. Tense times at the Riverside Stadium. Dale Fry stretching to get to that. Boyle took a knock there, but it's only a corner.
Howson's looking for the foul, but he seems to play the ball and then run into Breuer. He didn't seem to make any attempt to challenge him. He actually stops, and that's not a foul.
Chelsea fans down in that corner, hoping and praying here as Cole Palmer prepares to take this. Palmer guilty of a few misses tonight, floats his corner in as Chelsea looked for a lucky break, and it was Johnny Howson, typically, who was there to hook it away. Mudryk floats it back in, but that's routine for Glover.
Yeah, who is that, aimed for? Such a poor ball in from Mudryk. The ball just whipped in. It's a bit of pinball, could have ended up at the foot of a Chelsea player there. As you're right about Johnny Howson, time and time again he gets himself back into such good defensive positions, helping out his centre-halves.
Middlesbrough scored 15 goals in the League Cup this season. Only one team has managed more, Blackburn, but they did score 8 of those at Harrogate. Chelsea need one here. They left it late against Newcastle. They are doing the same against more opponents from the northeast. This will come kindly to Mudryk. There's Vandenberg. Kept in by Mudryk, but Sterling didn't seem prepared for that. He has it now, though. Gallagher fending off Howson. You can feel the tension around this place as Chelsea advance again with Gusto's cross. Clark there ahead of Breuer. Gallagher blocked by Fry. Some frantic defending now from Middlesbrough.
That's all Fry could do, just get in the line of fire there. Couldn't get to Gallagher, but could get in the way of the shot.
Any which way will do for Middlesbrough as they protect their 1-0 lead. Coburn. It didn't look like he knew where he was going for a moment. And then he did, and then he slipped. Sassi seemed unaware of Crooks' presence. Caicedo. Chelsea do find a way out effectively and efficiently. Gallagher. Breuer now. Middlesbrough rushing back. Man down as well upfield. Here's Gallagher. His cross is really poor though.
I think he's trying to pick out Raheem Sterling at the far post, just massively overhits it. Josh
Coburn, who came on early on for the injured Emmanuel Latela, will be chipped over here. Had that slip a moment ago. Oh, that was it. It was all right though. Middlesbrough putting in a serious shift to keep Chelsea at bay, although Chelsea will reflect on some of their finishing, or lack of finishing. Barlasser away to Engel. Chelsea are going to make another change. Young Alfie Gilchrist, who started against Preston in the Cup, coming on shortly. Middlesbrough can only make one more change themselves in game, having been forced to do those two early ones. Sterling sees off Howson. Cole Palmer. Gallagher. It's mostly one-way traffic, but it's still 1-0 to Middlesbrough. Nervous finale for both. The Boro fans trying to do their bit. Mudryk's cross away by Clark, who was always winning that ahead of Sterling. You would think so too. Disasi. All eyes on that final third that Middlesbrough are defending. Gallagher. Mudryk. Colwell's actually got into the box as well, but predictably it's cleared again by Middlesbrough and by Fry. Middlesbrough a man down, but Chelsea allowed to carry on. Gallagher. Gusto. And Matt Clark sends it on its way.
It's very odd the way that Matt Crooks went down, but he's not moved.
Not another injury for Middlesbrough, surely.
Just wonder whether it's an ankle twist, possibly, for Matt Crooks. I think it is, yeah. There's any malice there from Conor Gallagher. It's just that they're coming together, and he just tweaks that right ankle, painful one.
Gusto is replaced in a like-for-like here by Alfie Gilchrist, who made his first start against Preston in the Cup. Chelsea's under-21 captain. And to the final minute of the 90 as we wait to hear how many minutes might be added on here, and that might be changing now with this treatment for Matt Crooks. Fans in fine voice, and no wonder. Another admirable effort by their team, and we think there might be another 4 minutes in which to try and see it out.
When you consider the adversity that Middlesbrough have faced with the players that are missing, before the game, the players they've lost during the game as well, in an incredible performance full of character and quality.
20 years ago, League Cup triumph in Cardiff. Here's Wembley beckoning this time for Middlesbrough. A lot needs to happen before that happens.
Middlesbrough deserve all the credit, but Chelsea, they've only got themselves to blame. The chances that they had, Cole Palmer had in the first half, they could have been 2 goals to the good. In the second half, backs of the ball, they've just not done enough with it.
Injury hits Middlesbrough, only have 2 games to play before their second leg at Stamford Bridge. Injury hit Chelsea, only have 1 to play because of the mini break in the Premier League, where the 10 games are spread across 2 weekends, but it is a tasty derby against Fulham for them. However, a week after that before they play the second leg. Extra 4 down. Away by Thiago Silva. Jones. Howson. Gallagher won it back, and Chelsea now moving with menace. Sterling, but Matt Clark came out to say hello.
Well, it's a slightly risky challenge from Clark. He had to get it right with Raheem Sterling bursting forward. Brilliantly timed from Clark.
Chelsea doing it on a cold Tuesday night in Middlesbrough? Seemingly not so far, despite their domination. They will certainly rue and reflect on missed opportunities. It's going to be a yellow card for Isaiah Jones for taking his time. Then Morgan Rogers is suspended for Middlesbrough today. Yellow cards are white from the semi-finals stage. Palmer, Sterling. Thiago Silva. Gilchrist, Palmer. My word, Chelsea have huffed and puffed. Do they have a goal in them? Colwell for Mudryk. Mudryk's cross into the side netting by young Alfie Gilchrist, but it is a corner, diverted.
Nice good tracking from Hayden Hackney. He's there just to make sure that that knock back across the 6-yard box doesn't happen.
They left it late against Newcastle in the quarter-finals. Will it be a feeling of deja vu here? Cole Palmer's corner. And the referee has spotted an infringement. It was brilliantly headed away by Dale Fry anyway.
When you consider Middlesbrough's home form this season, this is an extraordinary result for them.
Who's your man of the match?
I think every Middlesbrough player deserves a huge amount of credit, but Isaiah Jones has really showcased his talents here. He's worked hard defensively, been part of the back five, but as we saw with the goal, you know, he's direct, he's dynamic in running behind defenders, uses his pace. It's a really good cross for Hackney to tuck home. He's had a really good night.
To dream, Middlesbrough, dare to dream. The local boy was the local hero. Hayden Hackney with the winner in the first leg of this Carabao Cup semi-final. On another day, though, Cole Palmer might have had a hat-trick, but for a change of late, this wasn't to be his day. And the Riverside Stadium may well get carried away with this, and why not? Go for it. They'd certainly have taken this. It's a happy birthday for Steve Gibson. 20 years after they won the League Cup, 30 years after he became chairman. Sure, there's a lot to do in the second leg to make it to Wembley, but you have to savour nights like these. It ends at the Riverside. Middlesbrough 1, Chelsea 0.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Andy. Plenty of reaction to come. But look at the scenes out there. There are the boos. You may be able to. A few of the Chelsea players have come over towards their fans and are getting a bit of stick from some of their own fans. Don't know if Thiago Silva has gone to try and sort of calm things down below. It looks like he's trying to talk to a couple of fans right down below us. But they're a frustrated group of Chelsea fans at the moment as some of the players go over, Jimmy.
Yeah, look, and they have to go over. Of course, the fans are not going to be happy, but you always go to the fans and you have to just make sure that in the next game you make things right.
And that's why you can hear the business right below the studio at the moment. But it's all about, really, Mark, the Middlesbrough fans celebrating a local lad getting their winning goal in the first leg.
Absolutely, and they deserve to, you know, because they've earned the right. They've put in a really good performance today. One that, you know, backs to the wall. They were against it, against a far superior side, certainly on paper. But it goes to show you a well-organised, well-drilled, a hungry, determined side can work wonders against a side